Greetings, everyone. My name is Mal Carly V. Simon, and I am in the class of Sociology 1H at Mount San Antonio College in spring 2024. My sociological paper is all about fostering inclusivity to support transgender students in higher education. My paper highlighted challenges, impacts, and strategies. I chose this topic because, as a transgender individual currently navigating in the higher education, this topic directly relates to my experiences and challenges. I am very passionate about advocating for the rights and well being of transgender individuals, especially for those who are in the educational settings. To give you a brief definition, transgender individuals face societal norms and biases due to misalignment between gender identity and the assigned sex at birth. As we all know, that higher education is seen as transformative but poses obstacles for transgender students. Transgender individuals face societal prejudice and discrimination. Institutional policies and social attitudes in higher education may not fully support transgender students. Transgender students' experiences reflect broader patterns of inequality and exclusion. A systemic change is needed to create inclusive environments in higher education. As I have researched, sociological analysis that I have is that transgender students face barriers due to societal biases, even in progressive higher education settings. Historically, transgender individuals have been marginalized and pathologized across medical, legal, and social spheres. Traditional gender norms often exclude transgender identities, leading to misunderstanding and discrimination. Biases in educational settings are reinforced through curricula, institutional practices, and social norms, creating unwelcoming environments for transgender students. Intersectionality shapes the experiences of transgender students who often face compounded discrimination due to intersecting forms of oppression such as racism, transphobia, and socioeconomic status. It has an impact on mental health. Hostile environments have profound adverse effects on the mental health of transgender students. Research consistently shows heightened levels of anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideation among transgender individuals, particularly in the face of discrimination and social exclusion. Mental health challenges hinder academic success and contribute to disparities in retention and graduation rates among transgender students in the higher education. Persistent stigmatization and discrimination within higher education have significant consequences for the well being of transgender students. These experiences also impact the overall inclusivity and equity of educational environments. As part of my personal experience and passion about this topic and research, I am a Filipino immigrant and a transgender woman who faced challenges fitting into society, and even here in Mount Sac. I would like to embrace my identity, and I wanted to share my struggles about how it is in the LGBTQ plus community. And I am driven to commit to addressing challenges faced by transgender students. And my goal is to raise awareness, foster inclusivity, and contribute to supportive environments in the higher education. So, what are the strategies for inclusivity? I have listed several things. Implement comprehensive strategies to support transgender students effectively. Review and revise institutional policies to ensure inclusion and protection of transgender individuals. Update non discrimination policies to explicitly cover transgender students. Develop guidelines for facilitating name and gender changes in university records. Conduct comprehensive training initiatives for university staff and faculty. Mandatory training sessions focusing on LGBTQ plus issues and transgender awareness. Foster empathy, understanding, and inclusivity among the campus community, and cultivate a culture of inclusivity and respect across campus. This may also have an impact on academic success. Hostile environments and discrimination negatively impact academic success. As I've said earlier, transgender students are more likely to experience lower GPAs and higher dropout rates compared to cisgender peers. Creating a inclusive and affirming campus environments is essential for improving academic outcomes and fostering student success. I do think that even here in Mount Sac that the Pride Center students have retention retention rates where people tend where students tend not to transfer because of this. Talking about legal and policy framework surrounding transgender rights in the higher education is complex and varies by jurisdiction. I do think that updating non-discrimination policies and to explicitly include gender identity and expression is crucial for creating inclusive environments. Gaps in legal protection and inconsistent enforcement of policies pose challenges for transgender students seeking equal treatment and support. Here, I wanted to talk about intersectionality and support services. Intersectionality shapes the experiences of transgender students. Institutions must recognize and address intersecting forms of oppression, including racism, transphobia, and socioeconomic status. Enhancing support services tailored to specific needs of transgender students is very essential. This includes services such as counseling centers and LGBTQ plus resource centers. Creating inclusive and affirming campus environment is vital for the well-being and success of a transgender students. And I do think that in my experience for Mount Sac, the Pride Center has definitely shaped and helped me as a whole to become who I am today as a president of Mount Sac Pride Club, as a student assistant of both Writing Center and Pride Center. I do believe that it really helps, and now I'm transferring with honors and multiple awards after this semester. In conclusion, higher education institutions play a crucial role in fostering inclusivity and supporting transgender students. Implement comprehensive strategies to create affirming and inclusive environments is very important. Ensure all students feel valued, respected, and supported throughout their educational journey. continue advocating for the rights and well being of transgender individuals in higher education and beyond. And let us work together to create a more inclusive and equitable society for all. Thank you.